Well, hello, Keller Williams United family. I am Crystal Lawson, your master of coin, and with me is Mackenzie
Mackenzie Bailey, your Director of Operations, and
and Williams.
Yep, the operations coordinator.
Fantastic. So, together we are endeavoring to make sure that you have your questions answered and, most importantly, that you are getting paid for all the hard work that you're doing. So, we just wanted to come and share a few reminders. So, first of all, the best way for you to communicate with me about your transaction is to go into your opportunity, add a comment, preferably on the close folder, and use the at crystal sign, right? When you type at, my name will pop up, Michelle Boyer's name will pop up, all of your people, your name will pop up, right? At Crystal, and then tell me whatever it is you need for me to know about that. If you need a price change, if there's a cancellation, if there's a date change, and most importantly, again, if your transaction is closed and you've added either the check or the wire confirmation. This way, I know I'll get the little red bell notification and I will be able to see your question and respond directly there, right? Rather than having to be in the email, then go into command and then find it and then come back to email. Let's just all keep it in that same opportunity. Okay, wonderful. So to recap, when you have any questions about your transaction, what are you going to do? What are they going to do?
I know.
Yes, what are they going to do?
They are going to go into their opportunity in command, preferably the close folder, add a comment, put at Crystal Lawson, and tell you whatever changes, amendments, or anything that they need to deal with the opportunity in command.
Fantastic. Yes, Williams.
So I understand that, but what do you do if you have a who do you reach out to if you have a question about accounting?
Well, that would also be me. However, since that's about accounting and not about a transaction that you're closing, then you will email me at klrw685@kw.com. That way we keep it all clean, accounting, finance in the email, transaction related in your opportunity. Great question. Great question. The other thing for you to know when you're turning in checks, and I've mentioned this before, and you guys have been really great at it, so I'm just mentioning it again in case there's somebody brand new that doesn't know. Put your closing checks in the drop box that's under the desk at the front desk, right? It's right where near Williams sit. Yes, Mackenzie.
I have another question. What if I'm rushing and I just want to stick it under your door? I think that would be quicker for me.
That might be quicker for you in the moment, and it could be cause delays down the line. So think about it. I don't know about you. I'm not in the habit of particularly looking down when I walk, right? Now, you don't want me to just walk in the office, potentially step on that piece of paper, have a slip and fall, and then that's going to further delay the payment, right? Nor do you want, say you put it in there after hours, the cleaning crew comes in, it's on the floor, they might think it's trash, and it's further delayed. First, we got to figure out, okay, what happened? And then you got to go back to the attorney. Can you send me another check? We don't want that kind of trouble. So
okay,
please,
I understand.
please, put it in the box. Put it
Yes.
in the box. And I actually just need the check, right? Because you're going to scan everything into your close folder and you're going to hit submit, right? And you're going to put that comment in there and I'm going to get a bell notification. I promise you, by the end of the year, let's say by the end of the summer, which is coming up really quickly.
Yes.
We'll have this. We'll be settled into a nice routine. What other questions might the people ask?
So your bell notification notifies you and you can actually see it then quicker than you would see an email or me texting, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So just in the comments, in the bell notification, you don't have to put a comment in and then email me that you put a comment in. Yes.
Do you think that CCing me or Michelle or Mackenzie will make that process any faster, or should they not do that?
That is also a great question. That will not make the process go any faster.
Yep.
Number one, you or Michelle or Mackenzie are likely not going to respond to that.
Yeah,
Great
I
question.
can't pay you.
Correct. I'll try to help, but there's only so much I can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So what else would we like for the people to know?
I hate to be stealing it twice in a row, but I want to let everybody know that if you're not watching the stakeholder meeting or the weekly What's Up every week, those are two very important places where we have a lot of information that happens and a lot of announcements for our market center. So if you can make it, that'd be great. But remember too, we put both of those on the Facebook Live now for you to be able to watch it whenever you'd like. So, you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can literally like scroll through until you find something you want to look at, sit there, watch it for 2 seconds and keep going. So we just like to remind people that that's a resource that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a time block the entirety of that time for you to stay up to date.
Oh, thanks, Williams, for putting those on Facebook where I can rewatch them when I have a moment. Thank you so much.
So convenient.
That is fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So now
I have another question.
yes.
I'm sorry.
Don't be
So I
sorry.
generally receive mail after Williams checks it. Should I call the agent if they have a check, or what is the best practice for that?
That is an excellent question. Williams, would you like to talk about that?
Yes. So if you have a check or anything like that coming in the mail and you make me aware of it, I can be aware of it. But what we usually do is if it's addressed to the market center, like, it says Keller Williams United, I scan it in. I make sure I find out who the agent is, and then I let Crystal know. And if not, and if it's addressed to you, I will put it in your mailbox. And typically I know what a check, I've been around long enough to know that was from a law firm or from someone like that. So I typically try to either find you in person or to let you know immediately in order for you to scan it into command.
You do so much behind the scenes. I really appreciate you.
Thank
you, William.
That's why I just leave stuff on your desk. Thanks.
Well, again, we don't want to just go around leaving things on people's desks.
That's right.
We want, not without them knowing it.
Exactly, yes.
So Williams, with that check that comes in the mail, you know who it is. Will you scan that to the agent?
Yes, that's actually
put it in the box?
Yes, that's actually who I scan it to. Thank you for clarifying that. I do not scan it to the to Crystal any longer or anything like that. It is going straight to the agent so they can put it in their opportunity. We just want to make sure that absolutely nothing falls through the cracks.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So where are we going to put checks when you bring them to the office in general? Yes.
There's an envelope on William's desk. I'm going to fill it out with name and address. I'm going to stick it in the check box under William's desk.
It's also underneath the checks. It's underneath the envelopes if you need help. It is just right underneath it.
Oh yeah,
right underneath.
Right underneath the envelope. Oh,
all together now.
I did
right underneath there.
I missed the piece. I'm going to scan a copy to myself first.
Yes.
And then I'm going to put it in the envelope and stick it in the box. And I will complete my close folder in command with the check and the Alta. And I will say at Crystal Lawson, and I then will hit submit.
Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, here's one exciting thing, right? And so this, when I first took over as the master of coin, it was a little chaotic. Can y'all agree? It was like,
yeah,
right.
There's a lot going on.
And so in the midst of all of that, we transitioned from ACH or direct deposit, however you want to call that, to e-checks, right? And we had some conversation around that, and they're at the ALC meeting, you all decided that you want to go back to ACH. And so we're going back to ACH effective August the 16th. So thank you for your patience as we go through that transition. And just so you're aware, we didn't just do that willy-nilly, just because we wanted to do that. We did that so we could continue to pay you, because the bank has these limits on how much you can ACH or wire or direct deposit in a 3-day period. And because you guys are so amazing and so busy and so productive, we reached that limit. And rather than having you wait 3 days extra on top of however long you had already been waiting, we pivoted to the e-check system. So that will continue to be a backup if anything happens with the ACH. However, we will go back to ACH. Just keep in mind that it will be, so say I process your check today and submit the ACH, it'll be in your bank account tomorrow. Okay. Any other questions that we should address for the people? Any other concerns?
I have one more question. I went under contract yesterday. I have not had time to put my folder in. Can I just wait until I close and then I can just add under contract paperwork and the closed paperwork at the same time?
That is an excellent question. And sure, you could do that. However, our office policy is that you get that turned in within 48 hours. And that might even be according to the Real Estate Commission and the MLS, right? And for several different reasons, you want to make sure, we want to know what you're doing, right? We want to know how busy you are and that you're working and what's coming, right? We also want you to be protected. So that gives Michelle Boyer time to review your file and make sure that it's compliant. And if there's anything missing, anything that you need to update or add, then you have time to do that before you go to closing. And it protects you and your clients and the market center. So anytime something goes under contract, or anytime you have a new listing agreement, a buyer agency agreement, put it in command within 48 hours.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Right. So what else is important about 48 hours? Besides, it was a really cool movie. The original was better than the sequel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, maybe.
Ooh, I do. Yeah, it's payouts are in 48 hours, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Good way to remember.
Yes. So our policy is that you will be paid within 48 hours of turning in your check if your file is approved by compliance.
Mm-hmm.
And
business days, correct? Or over the weekend as well?
Well, it's 48 hours during the week, right?
Yeah.
So, we could call it 2 business days if you want, but 48 hours. And typically my goal is always to meet or exceed that. Times when it may be delayed would be when at
Transmittal.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
When I'm calculating profit share and crunching all the numbers. So that's another reason you want to get your information in as quickly as possible, especially at the end of the month, and especially if you're capped and you're starting over the following month, right? So you want to always make sure that you're getting everything in. And then in a few weeks or in a month or so, I'll do a class to show you how you can look at your reports online if you're not doing that already.
Ooh. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you.
That's fun. Thank you.
Yay. Yeah. So this has been an update from your office team.
Yes.
Crystal, Mackenzie,
and
Williams.
Yeah. And I have one more note. Your one-stop shop is your KW United dashboard.
Yes.
Any questions on who, what, when, where, and how? Check your dashboard first. You can look at the team members. You can see our responsibility or our titles, responsibilities, and or click a link and it will email Jenny Blythe, Kelly Finnegan. Oh, Kelly is now back as our Market Center Tech Trainer as well. There are links on the dashboard where you can just one click and reach who you need to reach.
And if you're not sure, I have the dashboard link in my email signature. So every email that you receive from me has that in there. And I figured y'all would too, but you know,
So just to recap, mention me on your commissions and on your opportunities when you have questions about your transactions. Email me if you have questions about your agent invoice or general questions about where you are in cap status. Contact Kelly Finnegan if you have questions about command. Contact Williams just because Williams is cool and you just want to reach out and say hi because he does so much for us. Contact Mackenzie if you have questions about trainings or, you know, what you need to do to get into production or, you know, stay on track. Contact Jenny if you are in the PC program because she's there to help. Contact Anna if you have any broker questions at all. She's here to keep us out of real estate jail.
Yes.
Thank you, Anna. And contact Mike just to say, hey, Mike, thanks for being our OP. And Michelle, you'll mention her. You'll contact her through command on your opportunity. Okay. Are we good? So the people have been informed.
Thank you so much, Master of Coin.
Yay.
Yes, thank you, for real.